Good morning, everyone. I'm Jen Jen, and welcome back. And today we're going to do a whip and chat. And I am working on um, wishing for you. And you guys can see it. I hope y'all can see. I know there's a glare. I'm sorry. This is, I don't know if this is a Disney one, but it's by Mandy Manzano. It is a square, and it's 81 by 56 centimeters. And this was a donation from Mrs. Coffee. And we're going to work on that today while I talk about what our Christmas and what went on this week and all that good junk. And I hope everyone um, enjoys the video. And if you're new, welcome back or welcome. And if you're, returning, welcome back to the channel. Um, you have to bear with me this morning. I am kind of out of it. It is Monday. I am recording this a day ahead because I, as you guys know, I started my job last week. Well, I've already had the job, but I was doing training, so now I am actually, working and will be uh, starting to get paid for it. So, which is the good thing. So, you'll have to bear with me because it's crazy already. And I know that this week's going to be crazy. So I'm recording this on Monday to be put up on Tuesday because I have a really, really full day tomorrow and the rest of the week because it's, you know, still kind of sort of the holiday. And so we're just trying to get appointments done and so forth and all that good junk done before New Year's Eve. So, welcome to the channel again. And those of you that don't know who I am Jennifer from my channel is Jennifer's World of Stitches and DPs. Now, I've changed it only because I don't, not that I don't mind being called Jen Jen, but after a while, yeah, Jennifer was having issues with that. So, I do have one piece of business before we start. The schedule for next for January will be changing. I am still sticking to the old schedule this week, but next week the new schedule will be put up, and I don't even have a copy of it here. Hold on, I'll tell you what it is. If I have it, I don't know if I have it. Next week, starting Sunday, I will be doing videos. Now, sorry, I cut myself on my drafting table and now I'm bleeding. Um, the schedule will be Sundays, playing with me's. Mondays will be story time, which I will read a story and do either diamond painting or some cross stitch on it. I haven't decided yet. I'd probably be, both or one, one week, one thing, and, the next week, rotating around. Then Tuesday will be whip and chat as always. Then Wednesday, floss tube, and Thursday, true crime. Excuse me. So some of the stuff is staying where it normally was, and others there, just a couple, additions. Now, um, that won't start until the. I hope y'all didn't hear my stomach growl. That won't start until the second. But like I said, this week everything is, kind of just where it is and what the old schedule was. So let's get started. So I hope everybody had a really, really good Christmas. Our Christmas was pretty quiet. The kids didn't really ask for a whole lot, which I was kind of shocked. Especially little dude. Last year, little dude was completely, totally asking for everything under the sun. This year, he didn't, and which was kind of shocked. And I had to I went up to him and I said, "Are you sure you feel okay? And he's like, yes. I said, okay, you feel okay. So, yeah, he only asked for a couple of things, which was, kind of shocking in its own right because, and same thing with Justin, because Justin is also one of those ones that always asks for, you know, stuff that I can't afford. But this year, neither one of them asked for a whole lot. They The only thing that Lil Dude asked for mainly was a couple books, and a couple comic books. And he also, from Santa Claus, got a Nerf gun that has little round Nerf ball bullets. And he got a football from Santa. And so he enjoyed that. And I got a book. I don't even remember what it's called, but I got a book. Hillary Rodham Clinton and somebody else wrote it. Now, again, I'm not a big fan of the Clintons, but not that I'm just not a big fan of them. I don't know why, but I just never really, I don't know. So, and I can't tell you what the name of the book was, to be truthful, because it's now back in my room on my bookshelf. But so that was what I got. I didn't ask for a whole lot. I didn't even really ask for anything because I try to just focus on getting what the kids want and not really worrying about everything else. So we Christmas was okay, and little besides what little dude got, I got Miranda some coloring pencils because she wanted to start uh, coloring again in coloring books, and she didn't want to use crayons. And she likes, gel pencils or markers, but she's never used coloring pencils. And I told her that if she really, really wanted to get into that hobby, that she should try um, coloring pencils first. Sorry about that. I tried to pause before they got really loud, and I don't know if I did. But anyway, so I told her to watch a bunch of, go and search coloring uh, on YouTube. And I'm going to be looking too to see if there's any colorists that I can think of on YouTube and send them, the link to her. And if you guys know of anybody, let me know because she's a beginner. She likes to color, and she she just wanted to get back into it. And I was going to get her a coloring book when I took her when I went shopping, and yeah, that didn't work because all the coloring books I found were very, very detailed, and she's not. I don't know if she's ready for that yet. She kind of looked at me like when I showed her that she likes dragons. So, I found a couple at Michael's, and we were looking at them, and I asked her, I said, do you like this one? Of course, when she opened the page, she just kind of looked at me like, So we didn't get that. And so I'm going through all the ones I have here at home, and I don't have many. And I might have one that she can use. It's been a while. So I have a couple here in the drawer of my drafting table that I don't color in anymore. And that's another thing. I need to pick that back up too. It's been so long since I've done coloring. But so I'm going to see if she likes it when she comes home for New Year's and ask her, do you like this? Let me know. So that, our day, we watched, um, what did we watch? We did watch The Hobbit, the trilogy, and then we watched Lord of the Rings. They didn't want to watch Harry Potter. It makes me wonder why I bought the stupid movie. I bought all 8 movies of Harry Potter because I used to have them all, but I don't have them anymore. So I went ahead and bought them back in April, and we decided on a tradition of watching, you know, either Harry Potter during Thanksgiving or watching Lord of the Rings. And the kids picked uh, Harry Potter. Well, of course, they got bored with that. So then they was like, well, why don't we just watch the Lord of the Rings? Okay, whatever. And the same thing happened this weekend. So we are, you know, we'll figure it out. It was no big deal. So we did that. Um, the rest of the week, let me tell you, don't go into the grocery store just to pick up to buy regular groceries and on the like 3 days before Christmas. It's crazy. I went in there and I was like, holy crap. People were crazy. I've never seen so many people be rude. And, okay, come on, guys. It's Christmas. And it's the Christmas season. You're not supposed to be rude and ignorant. You're supposed to be, nice, giving, so forth. And I'd never in my life, I just sat there and I, I'm walking down the aisles and I'm thinking, I really need to get out of here because this is crazy. And, people, especially in the checkout line, people cut in front of people. And it was just really, really crazily ridiculous. And I was never so glad to get out of there than I was when I got out of there because I just it's crazy. It was just like really, and I was I was never so glad to get home. Let's put it that way. And my best friend went with me, and she looked at me. She's like, "Goodness gracious!" I said, "I'm glad I don't have to go anywhere else because this is crazy." So we, you know, it was, not something I look forward to. And I'm kind of glad that I didn't have to go. I don't have to go this week. I ran really quickly yesterday to get a couple things that we forgot, and that was it. And I came home, and that was it. I said, nope, not going anywhere else. So yeah. Um, Now y'all are gonna laugh. I thought the last day of the little dude's school was on Tuesday, and um, I was bound. I thought, okay, he doesn't have school on Tuesday, um, but I was wrong. He woke up and he's like, "Mom, I have school today." I was like, "What? I thought there was no school." No. So he, finished school up. He has the whole week off. He hasn't been bugging me, which is good. Not that he does anyway, but he hasn't, been overly annoying. Now, last night he came out to me and he was like, "Mom, my allergies are being, really, really stupid." And you could just tell under his eyes and everything was really, really swollen from the sinuses and allergies. And, he I gave him some medicine and he woke up this morning. He was better. And but he still was sniffling a little bit. So I had him, he comes out to me. He's like, I Googled it. I'm like, you Googled what? What to do about a runny nose and stuffy nose. And I thought, oh, Lord, here we go. Googling. He loves to Google. Let me tell you. I think he's the king of Google. He loves Googling everything. So he comes out and he says, I Googled it. And I thought, okay. And he says, yeah, I can go stand in the bathroom with the hot water running in the shower and let the steam, fill up in the bathroom. Or I can boil water on the stove and I can just put it in a bowl and let the steam. I said, I think the other idea is better. You're not, no. So that's what he did. And he comes out and he says, I feel better. I said, okay. Now, as to, if that's the case, I don't know. He acts like he feels better because he was really, really cranky this morning. And he just looks at me like, ugh. And I did give him allergy medicine. And he's, back there, whatever it is. I think he's back there watching YouTube right now because he came out and says, Mom, yes, son, your video uploaded already. Okay. Because I recorded a plan with me for today. I recorded a plan with me and it's uploaded. So, yeah, he came out to inform me that it had uploaded. So, he's been, he hasn't been cranky, but I could tell last night he was so done with the cold, not the cold, but with the stuffy nose, and I don't blame him. So right now I just told him, I said, well, you just need to sit down, relax, and don't do a whole lot today because, I don't want you, who knows? And he was like, okay. So we're not doing a whole lot. I'm not doing a whole lot. It's rainy and dreary here, and I don't plan on doing a whole lot today because, except for cleaning, I've got to sweep the floors and then clean the bathroom. And I hate cleaning the bathroom. The bathroom. Ugh. No, I hate cleaning the bathroom. The bathroom sucks. I don't like cleaning the bathroom. It's not my favorite chore in the whole world. And it was never my favorite chore when I was at home with my parents. Because my mother always gave me that job. And of course I asked her, I said, why do you give me this job? Because you do it so well. Okay. Now, mind you, I don't like cleaning the bathroom. And I think why my mother thinks I do it so well is because I'm one of these ones that used to think, okay, if I do this and do it so that, clean it really, really good, that I don't have to clean it anymore. Yeah. That didn't work so well for me. But that's okay. So, that's all I got to do today, and besides, work. And then, now, so far it's not busy. I do know that I need to, let's see, what time is it? Yeah, in about half an hour or so, I have to, or after I record this, I have to start admin stuff, and then don't know how long that's going to last. So, for the day. But yeah, this week's going to be busy because, appointments and stuff for that I need to confirm and all that good junk. So, but let's see. Saturday, the kids didn't ask for much on Christmas Day. Like I told you guys at the beginning, they were just, which kind of surprised me. I'm still kind of shocked. I know I'm repeating myself. They kind of shocked me when they didn't ask for a whole lot, and I was kind of like, okay. Um, they were satisfied with what they got, and my oldest daughter called and talked to, Little Dude, and that was basically it. And so then me and we just all kind of just did our thing, and that was about all of the gist of what we did over the weekend. And I tell you, it was a boring weekend because we didn't really do a whole lot. We just kind of sat here and uh, spent time together. And my parents brought everybody a card with $20 in it, and that's really, I mean, there wasn't a whole lot going on. Yesterday, I didn't feel like doing a whole lot either. And I um, went to the grocery store for my daughter, because she because she's not picky, but I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because, she's afraid to eat um, ever since she's moved out and moved in with my best friend and her best friend. I think she's afraid to eat their food. Now, I've been told, yes, she does eat, but I think she's kind of nervous because of the simple fact that um, I think she's kind of, doesn't want to eat it just because my roommate's ex-husband still lives there, and he's very, very, I don't know how to put him. He's a jerk, basically. And he's, I don't know how to explain it, but he's really, really, I mean, he can be nice when he wants to be and so forth, but he has his moments where he's just this big jerk. And so I think she's afraid to eat whatever is in the house because she doesn't want him to, she doesn't want to make him mad, which I can totally understand that. So I, my best friend and I said, I'll get her, food or whatever, and she can have her own. And which, because I told her, I said, I don't want her to feel like, she's not allowed to eat anything. And she says, well, that's just it. She doesn't have a problem. We don't have a problem with that. I was like, okay. I just want to make sure because I don't want her to feel like, and so I took her to the store yesterday to get what she wanted. And so that's what we did. We did that, and we came home, and I have tried to pause during this video each time that background noise, because as when you live in an apartment building where you have stupid kids that like to be loud and don't care, and especially when I'm recording, and I try to block it out, but most of the time I don't get to it. So I apologize if there's any background noise and you hear screaming and hollering out in the hallways. If I knew I could do this, I could put up the what is it, soundproof stuff, but I don't think I can. So I don't, I apologize if you hear noise in the hallways. It's not my intention. It just happens. Like now, they're in the hallway being crazy, and you would think because it's getting ready to rain that they would be inside, but no, they're out there being loud and causing a ruckus. But oh well. So, New Year's Eve. Let's see. We don't have a whole lot going on this New Year's. I'm gonna tell you, I don't do anything for New Year. I don't. I really, really don't. I used to, when I was younger, I used to be able to stay up and watch the New Year be rung in. But this year, I'm not, I don't do that. I don't know if it's, I fall asleep before that happens. And my kids make fun of me. And, which, oh well. Now, I'm just not one of those people. I used to love sitting up and doing that, but no. I don't know if it's because when I started having kids, I don't know. But I don't do that very much. So Jennifer's not staying up this year. Never do. But let's see, New Year, I have decided that, a lot of things, I have a lot of plans for next year for stitching and so forth. And diamond painting, I still love to do diamond painting, but stitching is my first love, as always. And, I don't want anybody that, follows me because of diamond painting to think that I'm not going to continue diamond painting. I am. I will still do my WIP and chats, but I just don't get into that much anymore. And, but I'm still going to, both hobbies will still be on my channel. So, but there's a lot of things going on next year. I have been trying to keep track of it all, and I have been trying to organize my planner a little more, and hopefully, I think I've got it the way I want it. We'll see. Of course, knowing me, I'll see another idea and I'll be like, okay, I need to, put this out, add this idea. That'd be just my luck. Knowing me, that's what would happen. As always, I don't know. So, just a lot of things going on now. Stitching wise, I have um, a full coverage stitch along that starts January the 1st. I made a group for it. And if you're, stitch full coverage patterns, you guys can, come and sign up. It is not in my links below. It is called Full Coverage SAO 2022. And if you look it up, you will find it. You can join that. And that starts January the 1st. And I'm just asking that you don't post any pictures until January the 1st. And then you can go for it. And I am in the Long Dog Sampler Stitch Along that Shalene's Creativity Room has started. That starts January the 1st also. And I'm trying to think. Good grief. There's a couple other things now in my cross-stitch group of cross-stitching sisters. Goodness, I cannot talk today. Geez. We have a year-long event that starts January the 1st. And each month there will be a theme, but it will be about sisters. And this month next month is like an introductory thing to it about, sisters and welcoming everybody to the event. And every month there'll be a different one. Now, I have to sit down and write down all the rest of them down so that, you know, but February will have a different theme. March, a different theme. Um, it just go on all year long. And if you're interested in that, you can go check that out. I have three other groups. It's called BAP, and it's a full coverage group also. And it's not very active, but I'm, trying to get it more active. Then I have East Coast Stitchers. Those are for those of, us that, cross stitch on the East Coast. And of course, my diamond painting group, which is in the description below. And also cross stitchers of Maryland. If you live in Maryland and you cross stitch as well as diamond paint, you don't have to. If you live in Maryland and you cross stitch, there you go. So yeah, we got a bunch of stuff going on next week, next month, next year, and I've got myself into this group. As y'all know, Magical Stitches. I do. I've been in that group for a while. They've started a mystery. I don't know if this group was there last year. I don't know, but I joined that group. It's part of Magical Stitches, and they're getting ready to start a whole new series, and it's from Amanda Lee, and it's called, what are they called? I forget what they're called, but anyway, the first book is The Quick and the Thread, and I got that book. I already bought the book, so the first book, so we get to start on that. But I'm excited. I'm trying not to do a whole lot of different things because I get so freaking lost and I forget. And yeah, I have a planner, but I forget to write stuff down. So that's one of my goals this year is to write stuff down and make sure that I'm keeping track of everything. And not only that, just making sure that I get stickers because I gotta get stickers. I need stickers for my planners. And that's another thing. That's just another goal is to make sure that, my plan with me's and just basically do better with my videos. Oh, let's see. What else do we have to talk about? Yesterday, wasn't it? There really wasn't a whole lot going on. I did do some stitching and I did listen to a book and also started watching Star Trek Star Trek Deep Space Nine on my on Netflix. That's one of my favorite shows. So I had on the episodes that I don't particularly find interesting and really really good, I put my AirPods in and listen to a book while that episode is on. And I mean, there's not a whole lot of episodes that are that bad, but the ones that I don't particularly like, I mean, it's on and it's in the background, but more often, excuse me, I got the hiccups. More often than not, it's, and I got a couple hours in yesterday on my book that I was listening to, and so I was really, really, I felt accomplished. Now I didn't get as many stitches in as I would have liked because lately I've been doing a lot of stitching and getting, almost 1,000 stitches, a day done. And hopefully, today, this afternoon, around after work or whatever, I can, get that done. But we'll see. So, yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm just waiting for it to start raining. It's going to rain, and it's going to drive me crazy. Now, we had a little bit of excitement yesterday. I know I'm kind of going all over the place. I'm sorry. It's Monday, people. We had a little excitement happen yesterday. Was it yesterday? No, Saturday. Christmas Day. Saturday. Um, my son-in-law and I were sitting watching The Witcher, the new season, and we all of a sudden we heard this loud like boom, and I couldn't, I didn't think anything of it at first, and the next thing I know, I hear screaming and crying, and I couldn't figure out who it was. And he, opened the door to the apartment and went out in the hallway, and he says, I can't tell where it's coming from. So I was like, well, what do I do? I'm thinking in my head, okay, what do I do? Do I call the police? Do I call an ambulance? But I didn't want to make any, I didn't want to call 911 until I knew where it was coming from. So we both walked out, and about that time, my next door neighbor came running out. Now, mind you, she's Haitian. She speaks Creole, and I couldn't understand a word she said, and and I felt really bad because I didn't understand a word she said. I was kind of like, okay, what am I supposed to do here? I just had no idea, and I might have to get a different tray because this tray is being a pain. So, anyway, as soon as she came running out, as soon as she walked out, she grabbed a hold of me. She grabbed a hold of John, my son-in-law, and wouldn't let us go. And he was on the phone with 911. And we were trying to explain. He was trying to explain what was going on. And long story short, I ended up taking the phone. And, okay, where is it? This is it. Okay. I ended up taking the phone and basically explaining what was going on. And I said, I don't know if she's hurt. I can't tell. We're, kind of, at a loss here because, she doesn't speak English. And, she speaks, French, Creole, or whatever. And I said, I didn't know. And I said, so I don't know if we need the police. I don't know if we need an ambulance. I said, I don't know. So, in the meantime, she ended up going back into her apartment and with my son-in-law. And anyway, long story short, they sent somebody out. Now, I don't know who they sent out because they never came to my door after that. Or when they got here or whatever. And come to find out, her mother died. Now, as to when her mother died, I don't know. I don't know if she died Christmas Day. I'm not really sure. He couldn't my son-in-law was kind of like trying to figure out, everybody was interpreting for everybody, and it was confusing him. And all he got out of the whole thing was that her mother died. And I felt really bad for her because, you just don't know. And it was kind of like, okay, so, yeah, it was one of those things. And it was just a really, really crazy, crazy day. I was like, holy crap. And, they didn't, nothing, as far as I know, nothing happened after the fact because, I never heard anything from them again. So I don't know, what happened after that. But, I don't know. I mean, I've been hearing them going, back and forth all afternoon, all morning, so I don't really know what the deal is. But I told them, if they needed me to come and get me, and I haven't heard anything. So, yeah, that was our exciting day. And it was kind of sad because I wanted to cry for my neighbor because I felt bad for her. And, that's hard when you get news like that on Christmas Day that, somebody you died, somebody you're close with, like your mother or your father, died. It's just, it's not something that, yeah. So, it was kind of, crazy. And one of my labels is falling off. I don't know why. And I'm going to have to put tape on it. Y'all, this is kind of one of those things where you're like, really? So, and I hate doing that. I hate putting tape on this. Kind of sucks. But you got to do what you got to do, because I've noticed some of these labels are not the greatest sticking on here. I don't know if this is when they first started doing this. I don't know. Okay, so other than that, it's been a very, very, very quiet week. And I don't plan to do a whole lot this week except work my butt off. And I'm trying to, get into kind of a thing where I'm recording a day ahead of time. So, like I said, this is Monday and you'll see this on Tuesday. But just been trying to get into an idea, trying to figure out my schedule, because my schedule revolves around my boss. So I'm just trying to, kind of work that out. And once I work it out, I'm hoping starting, next week when there's a full week that I can kind of get an idea of what's going on so that, videos won't be lacking in that department. But we'll see. But, I'm trying to get everything done, on schedule, stay on schedule. It's kind of hard when you got to work. So, but anyway, all right. So that's it. I hope everyone has a great week, and I hope everyone also has a happy new year. And I will see you all next time, and have a great day.